Have you ever wondered if there's a hidden meaning behind the last digit of your birth year? Imagine if this simple number could hold the key to your destiny, guiding your spiritual path, influencing your personal achievements, and unlocking inner wisdom you never knew existed. In Buddhist philosophy, numbers are more than just figures. They're gateways to understanding ourselves and the energies that shape our lives. Today, we'll dive into a centuries-old insight that reveals how this one number might be quietly shaping your journey. Stay with us, as you won't want to miss the profound wisdom we're about to uncover that could forever change your perception of life. Get ready to unlock the mysteries that connect your past, present, and future. In Buddhism, numbers are not merely symbols of quantity. They hold a deep spiritual essence and serve as windows into the workings of the universe. According to Buddhist philosophy, each number resonates with distinct energies and influences that connect us to the natural and spiritual realms. Through understanding the significance of numbers, individuals can gain insight into the forces that shape their journey and the qualities they possess. This numerological perspective is seen as a tool for reflection, growth, and enlightenment, guiding individuals toward alignment with their true nature and purpose. Buddhism teaches that everything in existence is interconnected, and this interconnectedness extends to numbers. The concept of dependent origination, or pratitya samutpada, emphasizes that all phenomena arise in dependence upon others, forming a web of causes and conditions. Similarly, numbers in Buddhist philosophy are seen as embodying relationships and interdependencies. They are symbols through which the structure of reality can be understood, both the seen and unseen, the tangible and the spiritual. The idea that numbers hold spiritual meaning dates back centuries in Buddhism, and this belief is intertwined with other Buddhist concepts, such as karma and dharma. Numbers can be perceived as indicators of karmic cycles, as they symbolize different stages of life, spiritual challenges, and personal evolution. The last digit of one's birth year, for instance, may reflect certain characteristics, challenges, or energies that the individual might encounter. This view is not about predetermination. Instead, it suggests that numbers provide insights into the energies present in one's life, offering opportunities for personal reflection and spiritual development. One well-known example of numerical symbolism in Buddhist tradition is the use of the number 8. The Eightfold Path is one of the core teachings of Buddhism, outlining the steps necessary for liberation from suffering and the achievement of enlightenment. This path includes right understanding, right intent, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Each aspect of the Eightfold Path represents a piece of the journey toward self-knowledge, compassion, and liberation, guiding practitioners toward enlightenment. Here, the number 8 is not simply a sequential step, but a symbolic framework that leads to a balanced and awakened life. This structure serves as a reminder that spiritual progress is a multidimensional process, incorporating ethical, mental, and meditative aspects. Another significant number in Buddhism is 3, representing the three jewels: the Buddha, the Dharma, teachings, and the Sangha, community. These three elements are essential for Buddhists, as they provide the foundation for spiritual practice. The Buddha embodies the ideal state of enlightenment, the Dharma provides the teachings and guidance, and the Sangha represents the supportive community of practitioners. The reverence for these three elements highlights the importance of balance and mutual support on the spiritual path. Each jewel is incomplete without the others, symbolizing the interconnected nature of life and the reliance we have on others for our personal and spiritual growth. A famous Buddhist story that highlights the significance of numbers is the tale of Prince Siddhartha's, the Buddha's, first sights. According to the story, Prince Siddhartha was shielded from the suffering of the world until one day, when he ventured beyond the palace walls and encountered four symbolic sights: an old man, a sick man, a dead body, and a wandering ascetic. These four encounters fundamentally altered Siddhartha's understanding of life, introducing him to the concept of impermanence and the inevitability of suffering. The number 4 here represents stages of awakening and realization that guide an individual toward a deeper understanding of existence. These 4 sights symbolize the inevitability of aging, illness, death, and the possibility of spiritual liberation, each illustrating essential truths that shape human experience. Similarly, the number 7 holds particular importance in Buddhism and is often associated with enlightenment. In Buddhist tradition, it is said that after Siddhartha attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, he took 7 steps, symbolizing the culmination of his journey and his entry into the realm of wisdom and understanding. These 7 steps represent not only a physical movement, but also a progression of consciousness, where each step embodies a level of awakening and detachment from worldly desires. The number 7, therefore, is symbolic of spiritual progress and the journey toward enlightenment, capturing the idea that wisdom unfolds in stages, each bringing greater insight and peace. A central theme in Buddhist numerology is the idea of cycles, as embodied by the number 12. The 12 links of dependent origination describe the cyclical nature of existence, capturing the cycle of birth, life, death, and rebirth. Each link represents a cause and effect relationship that binds beings to the cycle of suffering, or samsara. Understanding these 12 links allows practitioners to gain insight into the origins of suffering and the nature of existence, providing a pathway to liberation. This cycle suggests that everything in life is interconnected, and liberation arises from breaking free from these cyclical patterns. The number 12 thus serves as a powerful symbol of awareness, karma, and the interconnected nature of reality. The influence of numbers in Buddhist teachings is not limited to abstract philosophy. It also appears in various Buddhist rituals and symbols. The use of prayer beads, often in sets of 108, is a practice in both Buddhism and Hinduism. The number 108 is considered sacred, symbolizing the 108 worldly desires that one must overcome to reach enlightenment. By using a mala, prayer beads, of 108, practitioners aim to recite mantras in harmony with their intention to overcome these desires. This practice embodies the belief that numbers can be harmonized with spiritual intention, guiding practitioners toward greater self-awareness and detachment from worldly attachments. In the Buddhist perspective, numbers act as guides rather than rigid predictors of fate. They serve as tools for mindfulness, allowing individuals to reflect on their path and align themselves with positive energies. For instance, the birth year's last digit can signify particular qualities or energies that influence one's personality and tendencies. Rather than dictating one's destiny, these numbers provide insight into the karmic energies at play, offering an opportunity for awareness, choice, and transformation. Buddhist numerology emphasizes that understanding these numerical insights can lead to a more mindful and harmonious life. Just as the Eightfold Path provides a practical guide for ethical and spiritual living, the understanding of numbers offers a symbolic framework for self-reflection and personal growth. By appreciating the spiritual significance of numbers, individuals can cultivate awareness of the interconnected forces within and around them, recognizing the cycles and energies that influence their lives. In Buddhism, numbers remind practitioners that every life experience holds the potential for insight and growth. Each number resonates with a unique vibration, serving as a bridge between the material and the spiritual realms, between self and other, between the finite and the infinite. As individuals deepen their understanding of these symbolic numbers, they are invited to see themselves not as isolated entities, but as part of a vast and interconnected reality. Through this awareness, they are empowered to live in alignment with universal truths, pursuing a path of compassion, wisdom, and enlightenment. In Buddhist numerology, each number from 0 to 9 holds a unique vibration, representing distinct qualities and spiritual principles that impact both the inner life and outer circumstances. These numbers are seen as lenses through which we view our journey, understanding the lessons, strengths, and challenges we are likely to encounter. By examining the qualities of each number and relating them to well-known Buddhist tales and historical figures, we can see how these numbers reveal essential truths about our nature and potential. The number 0 is often viewed as the origin of all things. It symbolizes emptiness, the void, and the pure potentiality from which all creation emerges. In Buddhism, emptiness or sunyata is a central concept, representing the idea that all things lack an inherent, independent existence. The Buddha taught that by understanding emptiness, one realizes the interconnectedness of all phenomena. This concept is illustrated in the story of Bodhidharma, the monk credited with bringing Buddhism to China. Bodhidharma emphasized meditation as a way to understand the nature of emptiness. His life, dedicated to exploring the truth of sunyata, reflects the essence of 0, the silent potential from which enlightenment can arise. 0 encourages us to release attachment and view life with a clear, open mind, seeing beyond superficial appearances. The number 1 represents beginnings, independence, and unity. It is the first step on the path and symbolizes the Buddha's realization of enlightenment. When Prince Siddhartha renounced his royal life and embarked on his spiritual journey, he demonstrated the courage and resolve associated with the number 1. It speaks of solitary determination, the willingness to seek truth even when it means walking alone. Just as the Buddha ventured alone to seek the truth, this number inspires individuals to cultivate inner strength and self-reliance. Those born in years ending in 1 may feel called to forge their own path, initiating projects or journeys that require independence. This number serves as a reminder that each journey begins with a single step and that individual dedication can lead to profound transformation. The number 2 embodies duality, balance, and partnership. In Buddhism, the concept of yin and yang or duality can be seen in the balance between wisdom and compassion, 2 core qualities of a bodhisattva. The number 2 encourages cooperation and understanding of opposites, urging us to harmonize different aspects of our lives. A well-known Buddhist story that illustrates this is the partnership between Sariputra and Moggallana, 2 of the Buddha's most respected disciples. Sariputra, known for his wisdom, and Moggallana, known for his spiritual powers, supported each other and complemented each other's strengths. Their friendship and mutual support embody the essence of 2, showing that balance and partnership are essential on the spiritual path. The number 3 is associated with creativity, growth, and expansion. In Buddhist tradition, the three jewels, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, serve as the foundation for spiritual practice. This triad symbolizes the harmonious integration of wisdom, teaching, and community support, which is necessary for growth on the spiritual path. One illustrative story is that of Ananda, one of the Buddha's close disciples. Known for his devotion to the Dharma and service to the Sangha, Ananda exemplified the number three's qualities of growth and support. His dedication allowed him to preserve the Buddha's teachings, helping Buddhism to flourish after the Buddha's death. Those with the energy of three may feel drawn to roles that require adaptability, creativity, and service to others, as they are often able to bring ideas to life through collaboration and devotion. The number 4 represents stability, structure, and discipline. In the Buddhist context, it often reflects the Four Noble Truths, which form the foundation of Buddhist philosophy. These truths, suffering, its origin, cessation, and the path leading to its cessation, offer a structured path for understanding and overcoming suffering. The number 4 calls for practical, grounded action, urging individuals to build a solid foundation for their spiritual practice. A well-known figure exemplifying the number 4's qualities is Nagarjuna, the philosopher and founder of the Madhyamaka school of Mahayana Buddhism. His structured analysis of Buddhist teachings provided a systematic way to understand the path to enlightenment. Those with a strong connection to the number 4 often possess a disciplined approach to life, valuing order and reliability as they work towards their goals. The number 5 signifies change, freedom, and adaptability. In Buddhist tradition, the 5 aggregates, or skandhas, are the elements that constitute a human being: form, sensation, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. Understanding these aggregates is key to understanding the nature of self and the process of liberation from suffering. The number 5 reminds us of the impermanent and ever-changing nature of existence. An example of this number's energy is seen in the life of Milarepa, one of Tibet's most famous yogis. Milarepa transformed his life from one of anger and vengeance to one of spiritual wisdom, embracing change and ultimately finding freedom through his practices. Those associated with 5 are often adaptable and resilient, able to navigate life's ups and downs with a flexible, open mind. The number 6 is linked to compassion, harmony, and responsibility. It reflects the 6 paramithas, or perfections, which are qualities that Mahayana Buddhists strive to develop: generosity, morality, patience, energy, meditation, and wisdom. These perfections are essential for achieving enlightenment and are foundational to the Bodhisattva path. The Dalai Lama, with his dedication to compassion and service, exemplifies the number 6 energy. His life and teachings emphasize kindness, patience, and responsibility, inspiring millions to live harmoniously with others. The number 6 encourages individuals to nurture compassion, aiming to create peace and balance in their relationships and surroundings. The number 7 is often seen as a mystical number, representing spiritual awakening, introspection, and the search for inner truth. In Buddhism, the 7 steps of the Buddha as a newborn are a symbol of this number's deep spiritual resonance. These steps signify his future awakening and his role in guiding others toward enlightenment. Another story that reflects the energy of 7 is the life of Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, who embodies the compassion and introspection that lead to spiritual wisdom. 7 calls us to look inward, encouraging spiritual seekers to meditate deeply and seek the truth within themselves. The number 8 is a number of balance, discipline, and achievement. It is famously associated with the Eightfold Path, which provides a comprehensive guide to ethical and spiritual living. This path includes right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Practicing the Eightfold Path brings one closer to enlightenment, as it addresses all aspects of life and encourages balanced, moral behavior. An example of this number's influence can be found in the story of the monk Angulimala. Despite a past filled with violence, he found redemption through the Eightfold Path, ultimately becoming a peaceful and wise monk. Those with a connection to the number 8 are often disciplined, balanced, and goal-oriented, drawn to pursuits that require dedication and integrity. The number 9 symbolizes completion, wisdom, and compassion. It often represents the culmination of spiritual practices and the final steps toward enlightenment. In Buddhism, the 9 levels of meditation, or the samatha stages, lead to a state of deep concentration and insight, culminating in spiritual awakening. The life of the Buddha himself reflects the qualities of the number 9, as his journey was one of ultimate compassion and wisdom, culminating in his teaching of the Dharma to guide others. This number encourages individuals to embody the qualities of compassion and universal love, striving to help others on their path to liberation. Those with the energy of 9 may feel called to serve humanity, often drawn to spiritual or altruistic paths where they can share their knowledge and compassion. Each of these numbers, from 0 to 9, serves as a guide, providing insights into the qualities and challenges that shape an individual's life journey. In Buddhist numerology, numbers do not dictate fate but offer symbols for reflection, allowing individuals to align their lives with the principles of wisdom, compassion, and self-understanding. Through understanding the energies of these numbers, practitioners can cultivate a deeper awareness of their path and the qualities they must develop to move closer to enlightenment. In the context of Buddhist numerology, understanding the significance of numbers, especially the last digit of one's birth year, can serve as a powerful tool for personal insight and spiritual alignment. Each number is like a guide, offering a mirror to our unique qualities, challenges, and life paths. This perspective does not suggest that our lives are predetermined by numbers, but rather that the qualities associated with these numbers can offer wisdom on how to navigate life with greater mindfulness, patience, and compassion. For instance, those born in years ending with a number may first naturally embody qualities of independence and initiative. They often find themselves in roles requiring leadership or innovation, setting paths for others to follow. In Buddhism, these qualities echo the courage and determination shown by the Buddha himself when he embarked on his journey to enlightenment. To make the most of this energy, someone with the ending number 1 might benefit from engaging in practices that encourage self-reflection and balance. Since the energy of 1 can sometimes lead to isolation or over-reliance on oneself, mindfulness practices that emphasize interconnectedness can be beneficial. For example, participating in community work or group meditation sessions can help channel one's independence into a more harmonious relationship with others. Those with the number 2 in their birth year's last digit often experience a natural tendency towards partnership and collaboration. This aligns with the Buddhist value of metta, or loving kindness, as well as the importance of balancing wisdom and compassion. Just as Sariputra and Moggallana exemplified the power of supportive friendship on the path to enlightenment, individuals with the energy of 2 can seek to cultivate deep, balanced relationships. They may find themselves in roles that require mediation or support, working best in cooperative environments. To maintain this balance, such individuals might practice meditation on loving kindness, allowing them to connect with others more deeply and peacefully. In a practical sense, they can remind themselves to listen actively and approach situations with empathy, fostering harmonious relationships both at home and in the workplace. The energy of 3, symbolizing creativity and expansion, suggests a life path rich with opportunities for growth and expression. Individuals with a 3 at the end of their birth year might find fulfillment in artistic pursuits, teaching, or exploring different philosophies and perspectives. In Buddhism, the number 3 is deeply symbolic, reflecting the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, the foundational trio of the spiritual journey. For those drawn to this number, finding balance within these aspects of life is essential. Meditation can be particularly useful, helping them to ground their creativity while staying mindful of the larger purpose behind their actions. In day-to-day life, they can remind themselves to pursue their interests with humility and dedication, using their talents not just for personal gain, but for the benefit of others. Individuals whose birth year ends in 4 often resonate with stability and discipline. This energy aligns with the Buddhist 4 Noble Truths, which provide a structured path for understanding and addressing suffering. Those with the energy of 4 are often methodical and grounded, excelling in environments that require perseverance and attention to detail. They may be drawn to careers in fields that require meticulous planning and reliability, such as teaching, engineering, or caregiving. To harness this energy, they might practice mindfulness meditation that focuses on grounding and appreciating the present moment. In daily life, cultivating patience is crucial for 4s, as they may sometimes struggle with rigidity. Embracing flexibility while maintaining a commitment to their goals can bring a sense of peace and balance, allowing them to be both structured and open to new possibilities. For those with 5 as the last digit, life may be characterized by change, exploration, and adaptability. This number reflects the Buddhist teaching on impermanence, as well as the 5 aggregates, which illustrate the fluid nature of existence. Individuals with this number often have a restless, curious spirit, thriving in environments that allow for personal growth and new experiences. They may be drawn to travel, learning new skills, or exploring diverse cultures and philosophies. Buddhist wisdom encourages them to embrace change with a sense of detachment and to recognize that growth often comes through discomfort and adaptability. Daily practices that encourage acceptance of impermanence, such as meditation on the transient nature of emotions and thoughts, can help them navigate change gracefully. Embracing the Buddhist practice of anatta, or non-self, can also guide them in letting go of attachments to a fixed identity, allowing them to adapt more easily to life shifts. The number 6 embodies compassion, responsibility, and balance. This reflects the 6 paramithas or perfections, qualities that Mahayana Buddhists strive to develop on their path to enlightenment. Those with a 6 as their final birth year digit often find themselves in supportive, nurturing roles, as they are naturally attuned to the needs of others. They might work in healing professions, education, or community services. To channel their energy effectively, They could benefit from daily practices that foster self-compassion as well as compassion for others. In Buddhist practice, the Paramitha of dana, or generosity, is particularly relevant for sixes. By cultivating a spirit of giving, whether through acts of kindness or service, they align with their natural compassionate energy. It's also important for them to remember self-care, as their inclination to care for others can sometimes lead to burnout if they neglect their own needs. The number 7 represents introspection, wisdom, and spirituality. People with a 7 at the end of their birth year often possess a deep, contemplative nature and are drawn to exploring philosophical or spiritual questions. In Buddhism, the number 7 is associated with the 7 factors of enlightenment, which include mindfulness, investigation, and tranquility. Those influenced by this number may feel a strong pull towards spiritual practices and may benefit from quiet reflection, meditation, and study of spiritual texts. They often find themselves in roles that allow for contemplation and insight, such as teaching, writing, or spiritual guidance. To harness this energy, practicing meditation on wisdom and insight can help deepen their understanding of the world. They might also focus on developing a regular meditation routine, allowing them to ground their contemplative energy and use it to serve others with compassion. Those with 8 at the end of their birth year are often disciplined and goal-oriented, resonating with the energy of the Eightfold Path in Buddhism. This path provides a comprehensive guide for ethical and spiritual living, encouraging individuals to pursue right understanding, right effort, and other values that support a balanced life. People with this energy are often reliable and driven, excelling in roles that require perseverance, such as leadership, management, or entrepreneurship. However, the structured energy of 8 can sometimes lead to workaholism or rigidity. To find balance, they might benefit from mindfulness practices that encourage presence and relaxation. They could also remind themselves to practice upekkha, or equanimity, a Buddhist principle that helps maintain calm and balance in the face of life's ups and downs. Lastly, the number 9 signifies compassion, completion, and humanitarian service. Those with this number are often drawn to helping others, striving to leave a positive impact on the world. In Buddhism, the number 9 symbolizes the culmination of spiritual practices, leading toward enlightenment and the perfection of wisdom. Figures like the Dalai Lama exemplify the qualities associated with 9, dedicating their lives to compassionate service and spiritual teaching. Individuals with this number might be drawn to careers in social work, counseling, or any role that allows them to make a meaningful contribution. To channel this energy effectively, they might practice loving-kindness meditation, focusing on developing compassion and a sense of interconnectedness. In their daily lives, engaging in acts of kindness and community involvement can bring a sense of fulfillment and align them with their purpose. By understanding these numbers and incorporating their teachings, individuals can approach daily challenges with insight and mindfulness, aligning their actions with the qualities most resonant in their lives. Through meditation, self-reflection, and compassionate action, the energies of each number become more than mere symbols. They become guides on the path to personal and spiritual growth, helping individuals harmonize with life's rhythms and find peace within. In both ancient and contemporary Buddhist teachings, numbers have served as symbols for personal qualities, life challenges, and spiritual lessons. The lives of historical and modern figures alike illustrate the nuanced meanings behind numbers, providing insight into how these attributes have influenced the course of their journeys. Through these stories, we witness how different numbers have helped shape the paths of individuals, whether guiding them through challenges or illuminating their gifts and contributions. One profound story in Buddhist tradition is that of King Ashoka, one of ancient India's most influential rulers, known for his transformative journey from conquest to compassion. King Ashoka, born in 304 BC, had a significant life change following his witnessing of the devastation caused by the Kalinga War. He shifted from a fierce ruler to a dedicated promoter of peace and the Dharma, embodying the qualities associated with his life path number 4. Ashoka's life mirrors the stability and responsibility connected to the number 4, which in Buddhist numerology emphasizes structure, discipline, and adherence to values. His commitment to peace and the spread of Buddhism showed how his path was shaped by his dedication to responsibility and balance. The influence of the number 4 resonates through his actions in building structures for learning and spiritual growth, creating a legacy that still inspires modern Buddhists. Another significant figure is Nagarjuna, a philosopher and Buddhist monk from the 2nd century CE. Nagarjuna, often associated with the wisdom and introspection of the number 7, dedicated his life to the exploration of profound spiritual truths. His teachings on the middle way and the concept of emptiness, sunyata, are deeply reflective, mirroring the contemplative nature of the number 7, which is often linked to introspection and spirituality. Nagarjuna's life illustrates how embracing the energies of 7 can lead to insights that transform not only personal understanding but also offer new paths for collective wisdom. Through his writings and philosophical contributions, he encouraged followers to look beyond the physical world, recognizing the transient nature of all things, and to seek wisdom from within. His life story serves as an example of how a journey of introspection and contemplation can yield profound realizations that guide others on the spiritual path. In a more modern context, the Dalai Lama, born in 1935, embodies the humanitarian spirit of the number 9, often associated with compassion, completion, and a commitment to serving others. The number 9 in Buddhism symbolizes the culmination of spiritual practices, leading toward enlightenment and the perfection of wisdom. Throughout his life, the Dalai Lama has dedicated himself to promoting peace, compassion, and understanding across cultures. Despite facing numerous personal and political challenges, he continues to work tirelessly for the Tibetan cause and to spread teachings of compassion worldwide. His approach reflects the boundless generosity and resilience of the number 9, which often calls individuals to put the well-being of others above personal gain. His life encourages those influenced by 9 to embrace their capacity for empathy, serving as beacons of hope in a world often marred by suffering. Similarly, the story of Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese monk and peace activist, highlights the energy of 5, symbolizing change, exploration, and adaptability. Born in 1926, Thich Nhat Hanh witnessed turbulent times in his country, yet he chose a path of peace and nonviolence, advocating for mindfulness and compassion in action. The number 5 in Buddhist numerology represents the qualities of adaptability and resilience in the face of impermanence. Thich Nhat Hanh's approach to engaged Buddhism emphasizes the importance of practicing mindfulness in everyday life and adapting Buddhist teachings to address contemporary issues. Through his teachings, he has reached a global audience, helping countless individuals find inner peace amid external chaos. His life shows how embracing the flexibility and open-mindedness of 5 can enable one to navigate life's challenges with grace and an unwavering commitment to inner harmony. Another story that illustrates the influence of numbers in shaping lives is that of Aung San Suu Kyi, a Nobel Peace Prize laureate from Myanmar, born in 1945. Her life reflects the determination and patience often associated with the number 6, symbolizing compassion and responsibility. In Buddhism, 6 is associated with the 6 paramithas or perfections, which include generosity, ethics, patience, and perseverance. Aung San Suu Kyi's commitment to her country, even in the face of personal sacrifice and long years of house arrest, mirrors the qualities of dedication, compassion, and endurance linked to the number 6. Despite her controversial role in later years, her early life and struggle for democracy in Myanmar serve as a powerful example of the perseverance and sense of duty that 6 embodies. Her story reminds us of the importance of patience and dedication to one's values, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. In the ancient texts, we also find the story of Anathapindika, a wealthy merchant and devoted disciple of the Buddha. Known for his generosity, he embodies the qualities of 8, a number linked to abundance and the Eightfold Path. Anathapindika was instrumental in supporting the Buddha and his community, funding the construction of Jetavana Monastery, one of the most famous monasteries in Buddhist history. His devotion and willingness to use his wealth for the welfare of others illustrates the Buddhist teaching that material resources, when used wisely, can support spiritual growth and the collective well-being of a community. His legacy, marked by his philanthropic deeds, continues to inspire Buddhists to view wealth not as an end but as a means to foster compassion and support spiritual communities. Each of these figures, through their unique paths and contributions, illustrates how the energy of numbers can manifest in life. Whether through courage, compassion, or introspection, their stories serve as guides for individuals seeking to apply Buddhist principles in their own lives. The qualities associated with numbers are not rigid definitions, but rather potentials that, when nurtured, can lead to personal and spiritual fulfillment. In following the examples set by these historical and modern figures, one can see that understanding and embracing the qualities of one's life path number can provide a framework for navigating life's journey with insight, resilience, and a deeper connection to others. These stories remind us that we are part of a greater whole, interconnected through shared values and timeless wisdom, which continues to shape and inspire generations across time and culture. The Buddhist perspective on numbers serves as a powerful tool for introspection, self-awareness, and spiritual growth. These numbers, which carry specific qualities and meanings, encourage us to look beyond their mathematical simplicity and explore their deeper significance in guiding our paths, choices, and relationships. As we have explored, each number from 0 to 9 carries distinct characteristics that relate not only to the individual, but also to universal truths about life, impermanence, and interconnectedness. Through understanding these numerical insights, we are offered a roadmap for living a more balanced, harmonious, and fulfilling life. Buddhism teaches that life's journey is best navigated with mindfulness and compassion, as well as with the knowledge of the impermanent nature of all things. When we apply this understanding to numbers, we find that they, too, represent transient qualities, not fixed traits. For instance, a person influenced by the energy of 2, representing duality and balance, might be encouraged to cultivate harmony and empathy in relationships, but also to recognize that these qualities are not permanent and must be actively nurtured. Through this process, we learn that while numbers can offer insight into our tendencies, they are not absolute determiners of our fate. Rather, they serve as gentle reminders of the traits and life lessons that we may find beneficial to focus on, depending on the challenges and blessings in our lives. A well-known story that emphasizes the importance of mindfulness and balance in life is the tale of Siddhartha Gautama, who later became the Buddha. Before his enlightenment, Siddhartha practiced extreme asceticism in search of spiritual truth, denying himself physical comforts and enduring immense suffering. However, he found that neither the extreme indulgence of his past life as a prince nor the severe deprivation of asceticism led him to peace. This realization led to the understanding of the middle way, a path of moderation that transcends both excess and deprivation. This middle way, akin to the balanced nature of the number 5, teaches that true wisdom lies not in extremes but in equilibrium. The number 5, often associated with adaptability and freedom, invites us to seek a balanced life where spiritual aspirations are met with practical wisdom, illustrating that harmony is a continual practice of adjustment rather than a static goal. Similarly, the Buddhist principle of non-attachment, often associated with the number 0, serves as a profound reminder of the emptiness or sunyata that underlies all phenomena. In Buddhism, 0 represents the concept of emptiness, not in a nihilistic sense, but as a recognition that all things are interconnected and lack inherent, independent existence. The story of the monk Nagarjuna, a key proponent of the philosophy of emptiness, illustrates how understanding the concept of sunyata can free us from suffering. Nagarjuna taught that clinging to ideas, possessions, or even one's own ego leads to suffering because it defies the nature of impermanence. When we see life through the lens of 0, we begin to understand that fulfillment comes not from accumulation, but from releasing our attachments. This does not mean disengagement from life, but rather a wise and compassionate engagement where we appreciate things fully without grasping or clinging. Such a perspective allows for peace of mind and aligns with the Buddhist aim of liberation from suffering. In practical terms, understanding the influence of these numbers can also help guide our responses to life's ups and downs. For instance, those influenced by the number 3, symbolizing creativity and communication, might find purpose in using their talents to bring joy, harmony, and connection to others. In Buddhism, dana or generosity is a revered practice, and those with the traits of 3 are encouraged to express their compassion through creative acts of kindness. This spirit of generosity can be seen in the story of Anathapindika, a wealthy merchant and dedicated supporter of the Buddha. Anathapindika, who spent much of his wealth building monasteries and supporting the Buddhist community, lived the values of compassion and generosity. His life exemplifies the lesson that true wealth lies in one's ability to uplift others, and that fulfillment often comes through the act of giving rather than receiving. The number 3, with its outwardly expressive and joyful nature, reminds us that spreading joy and positivity can be a source of deep spiritual contentment. Another example can be found in the story of Angulimala, a feared bandit who, after encountering the Buddha, transformed his life completely. Angulimala's journey from violence to peace speaks to the transformative power of wisdom and compassion, qualities that resonate with the number 7, often associated with introspection and spiritual awakening. By embracing these traits, Angulimala was able to let go of his past actions and live a life dedicated to kindness and mindfulness. His story serves as a reminder that no matter how lost one may feel, change and redemption are always possible through self-reflection and compassion. Buddhism teaches that everyone possesses Buddha nature, a potential for enlightenment, which is realized by cultivating qualities like patience, wisdom, and love. In conclusion, the Buddhist approach to numbers provides more than just symbolic meaning. It offers a practical and spiritual framework for personal growth. By understanding the qualities and lessons associated with our life path numbers, or the significant numbers in our lives, we gain valuable insights into our tendencies, strengths, and challenges. These insights are not meant to limit us, but to empower us to make conscious choices aligned with our higher values. Whether it is the resilience of 8, the compassion of 6, or the balance of 2, each number invites us to cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and others, to live harmoniously, and to seek balance in all aspects of life. Ultimately, the essence of Buddhist numerology is not found in a rigid interpretation of numbers, but in the reminder that each number is a stepping stone on the path to awakening. These lessons are guides, helping us to recognize our interconnectedness and the importance of compassion, wisdom, and equanimity in our daily lives. Through the Buddhist lens, numbers remind us to embrace change, practice mindfulness, and live with an open heart, drawing upon both ancient wisdom and our own inner light. The journey to a fulfilled life is not about mastering a set of rules or numbers, but about embracing the principles they symbolize, cultivating a life of purpose, kindness, and peace. In doing so, we align ourselves with the Dharma, the universal law, and become part of a timeless lineage that values self-discovery, balance, and the pursuit of enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. As we've seen, the last digit of your birth year is more than a number. It's a window into the energies guiding your path, the challenges you face, and the unique strengths you bring into this world. Buddhist philosophy reminds us that understanding these energies allows us to live more mindfully, more harmoniously, and with a deeper sense of purpose. By embracing this wisdom, we can make choices that resonate with our true selves and align with the universal flow around us. Remember, every number has its own story, and through it, a part of your journey is revealed. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. May you walk forward with insight, compassion, and an awakened spirit.